Yeah, I found a cartridge when entering the associated restricted area. Interesting. Let's see. So if I were to take my friends with me, does that mean I'll be in trouble?
Where are we headed?
Let's send them back just in case.
Sure thing, Captain. I'll be waiting back at the Unreliable if you need me.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss? Will do, Captain. I'll keep an eye on her. In the meantime, take care of yourself out here.
Okay, so I'm gonna like see what happens. Active. Your hologram is active, giving you temporary access to the restricted moving drains. Talk your way out of interrogations to reset your shroud.
Keep up the good work.
You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
She's really worried about you.
Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
Yeah?
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
No. No, no,
See,
no.
I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Oh. What got you in trouble?
What?
How'd you get in
No,
trouble?
I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yet you think the board has someone following you.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
Interesting. So you stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay?
A little bit.
I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm.
Crumbled.
Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent. Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station.
Udom.
He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udom.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yeah. Hello? Oh my god, your face! Nice.
Any word on Jesse?
What's the story?
Let's just say she did me a favor, and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what?
Yeah, I did.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Ooh. Gotta go back to get my Monty crew.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship's been impounded and I'm afraid I can't let you near it till it's not.
Does it seem hot in here to you?
I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks. I hope Miss Chief Tennyson gets that fixed soon. Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sisty roast in all this armor.
I'm talking about you.
I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board, Mr. Udom Bedford. His office is on the promenade. Have yourself a pleasant day.
She's extremely chill for what's going on. So I can't access my crew, so I'm going to be stuck. I might die. And then I'll go from there. What's going on here?
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
You look familiar. Wait, if I steal it, she's gonna kill me. So let's not steal the gun that's in front of me, because it's very tempting.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now,
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled...
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. You must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Let's save. Oh god, I didn't save. I'm going to wring your scrawny neck. Unfortunately, he's dead.
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm honestly sorry for your loss. Honestly, like, he was your best friend, and he was under my ship when I was trying to land, so he killed himself.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship, by the way? I read some of it. I skimmed it. It's funny because I saw the messages. Like, they were going back and forth, like, playfully, but
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
yep, he sure did. Yeah, he did.
Ah, that's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
Yeah, he alive by feral candids.
No. How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know. Devoured by those fiends. Becoming one with their droppings.
Yeah, true. Again, I am very sorry. Can we please get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Oh. Why is the board interested in him, by the way?
You haven't read the posters? He's a terrorist, a thief, a madman. It's really in the colony's best interest that we stop him before he does further harm.
And he is a boards man. He didn't mention it to me. It just happened.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Oh. What is this the board? What is this about the board having your head? I know where to find them. This is if I'm trying to like turn him in, but I'm not going to. This is if I want to have the board on my side. What is it about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there something I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose. It's fine, really. It's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
What about Jessie Doyle?
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive. Yeah, she is.
That's not unreasonable. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
The way I see it, she doesn't have much choice. Well, honestly, not I suppose. I don't have any real guarantee, but she really doesn't have much choice. It's either she works or she gets killed.
I quite concur. It's refreshing to deal with someone practical for a change. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work? Be my guest.
Can you get me to Stellar Bay? And you go to Stellar Bay.
Good law. Who'd want to go to that toxic hell pit?
So... no.
No. Emphatically no. Unequivocally no. Immutably no.
No, would have done it.
Best to be clear, I believe.
Does it seem hot in here?
Law, but it's miserable. My underarms are damp. How can I be expected to work in these conditions?
Right? I can help.
Chief Tennyson is supposedly looking into the cause, but I see no action from her. Deplorable conduct. My superiors will be hearing about it. You can be certain of that.
Interesting.
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Big fish in a small space station. Nice setup.
I have few complaints.
Why is there guards?
Oh, you've noticed my friends. Wonderful. Aren't their guns very large? Tremendously impressive. They're here to keep the peace, of course.
To watch your back, you mean?
Precisely. Groundbreaker makes much ado about its independent status, and so resents any board presence, no matter how benign.
You call keeping offices on the promenade benign.
When the alternative is board guards at their gates, yes, I do. They don't see it that way, of course, but I can't say I much care.
What are those locked doors?
A luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Rockwell's use. Do they often? So we could play Butler for the big guy. Fun.
To serve at our most esteemed chairman's behest is an honor, and one I'm most thankful for. As this office is the primary embassy for the board on Groundbreaker, corporate bylaws specifically state a room must be maintained for the chairman's exclusive use.
Fair. Interesting.
Ask away.
Interesting. Let's use those points, those skill points. So my dialogue is pretty high. I mean, let's save it for now, I believe. We can adjust it later.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
Got word from Udam, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself while I'm gone.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones.
Hey.
If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Ooh, that'd be nice. Are you saying you'd work for me just because I helped Jesse? You don't like owning people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
Fair enough. Welcome aboard.
You won't be sorry.
I got a medic.
Or just add it to my debt and we'll figure something out. I got more people on my team. Nice.
Hey, you got a second? Fancy running into you again. Don't mind me. It's just admiring your ship from up close. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
Why should I hire you?
You're serious. You're giving me a shot. All right. Hang on. I put together a little speech. Just
Aw, that's cute.
Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared a list of reasons why I believe you should hire me to join the crew of your ship and/or outlaw gang.
Are you reading it?
Yeah, it's a second draft. Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get along well with anyone who is not of the jackass persuasion. Secondly, I can be counted on in the event of a firefight, standoff, and/or raid. My motto is, if you need a steady gun hand, I'm your man. That motto is it's a work in progress.
Let him continue.
Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. This skill may come in handy if you need a body dragged away or a door held open while escaping enemy fire. In conclusion, thank you for considering me for your ship crew and/or outlaw gang. I look forward to our adventures together. What do you think? Am I in?
Dragging up body. Haven't made my mind yet.
Sure. An interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Why? Let's see. Well, I'm out for today. Have fun playing Outer Worlds. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate that you're hanging out with me for the meantime. I've been streaming for 7 hours. God, 4 hours of 4 hours of Final Fantasy was a thing, but definitely the next stream coming, I think this upcoming weekend, will be including Minecraft. So don't you worry. I'm going back into Minecraft. I'm spacing it. I'm just spacing it because like it's in regards to my schedule posting. Biggest flaw. What's your value of pi? What's the value of pi? What's your flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots. Hope that's not a deal breaker.
I mean, sure.
It's delicious. Mock apple pie and a tripicale crust, maybe with a little cream on top. Classic.
I was asking for math.
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Fine.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
Well, this'll be interesting, huh?
Yeah.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the Groundbreaker.
How'd you end up on the Groundbreaker?
Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chairman's orphan child, abandoned at birth in the back bays.
Pack scratch, right?
That's right. Can't get anything past you, boss. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. Always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. That's what they called us. Orphans with no family.
Orphans.
No company to take us in. Nowhere to go but the back bays. The word's a touch kindlier than rung leech, but the meaning's just as clear. If you can't support your own self, you don't deserve to be on the Groundbreaker.
How'd you manage?
I never asked for charity. What I wanted was a fair shot. I lived my whole life looking out at the stars, but I could never hope to be anything more than a box hauler. That's what the establishment told me.
Damn.
You spend your best years laboring on the docks, watching your horizons shrink with every passing day. Sooner or later, you start believing that's all you're worth. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated every second of it. Foreman and I never got on. Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. Exercised a little bit of that, what's the word? Restraint? But on the other hand, broadsiding the jackass with a tossball stick, that felt good. That felt real good. You ought to try it.
I have plenty of practice.
That's what I like about you, boss. You got a mean swing. I caught a real lucky break. If you hadn't picked me up, I'd still be back at the docks, waiting for the day my ship arrives.
You can thank me by not giving me any problems.
That's just crazy talk. You know we'd never have a problem. Thanks for listening, boss. Let's get going.
He was so ready to go. I feel like... Did I pick up a stray? I feel like I picked up a stray. Dear God, this kid. But I do appreciate that To Know Games hung out with me for as long as he did. I feel bad. I feel a tad bad that I didn't play Minecraft today, but just a tad. As much as I will be producing more Minecraft videos because that's what the community looks like. Sure, it's one person, but he's a part of the community, so a single voice does matter. But right now we need Viker because he has his companion mission going on right now. Deserters forced to return. Miracle on the Frontier. By Heroic Stranger. Salvation of Emerald Vale. Oh, Vale, that's about me. That's me. Hey, that's me. I did something good, hopefully. But too bad. I didn't kill Reed myself. He is killing himself by trying to survive. Let's see what happens with the mechanic.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sub-level.
I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn though.
When you were sick, who took...
Hey, that's against
When you
regulation!
were hungry.
What do you think you're doing?
Sorry, returning it. Please.
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
Yes! Bribery. I just wanted the cannon. I wanted a free cannon. I was broke. Wait, did I already have one to begin with?
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I'm captain of the Unreliable, really recently unshackled from the Groundkeeper.
Good for you. Hope you scared some sense into those bureaucrats giving you trouble. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
Hope not either. I'll do whatever I can. Cover that, Chief.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells.
Thank you.
So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer is just passing through.
I'm headed for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the Promenade can get you the right weapon for the job.
Promenade,
We
nice.
see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different. So welcome aboard.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Pravati, you want to talk to Junlei? Go ahead. It seems kind of warm in here. What's going on?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
Why haven't they been fixed yet? That's a good
Only
question.
the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
And surely they don't want the Groundbreaker to roast.
They want us to sweat, thinking that'll soften me up for a bad faith deal. If you'll excuse me, they can go fuck themselves.
I love it.
Helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
You need a contractor to work this out. I'm available for a reasonable rate.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
Nice. Got it. Back bays. There's a catch, right?
The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Interesting. I'll get those parts back. I'll get those parts.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
Nice.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Captain, nice.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Slightly encouraged. Silently encouraged.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said. Sorry.
Aww.
I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
Don't have a lot of faith in the board.
You're right. I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
You must not like udon.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udon Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters.
Yeah. True.
I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that change.
Yeah, let's definitely try and make that happen.
You've got my attention.
She's pretty. She has a good... There's a good voice actor behind her.
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't expect her to be so tall. And did you see the size of her arms?
You're having a crush. I love it.
What? No. Maybe? I don't... It's like somebody reached into my head and pulled out what I didn't know I wanted. You know how hard it is to find anybody who likes working with tools in a little town like Edgewater? I just met her. How could I be? All I know is I want to talk with her more.
Yeah, do it.
See how everybody on Groundbreaker listens to Junlei?
Mm-hmm.
She's just, here's how to fix it.
Commanding.
They trust her. It's just, she's calm and knows what to do. I wish I was half so confident.
You're awesome, though. What do you think about the new guy?
He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
Doesn't seem very
Not
bright.
many folk have big pulsating space brains like you. I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
You seriously think I'm the right sort of to put him on the right course? You could sculpt him into the ideal minion.
That's not exactly what I'm saying. I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Interesting. Ooh. Do I have a good map of what I'm going in? Where's this right there? So them going in doesn't affect them like it does me. Dang it.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore eye.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Temperature? Yeah, sure. Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's so
I don't know
nice.
if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
Comes from the heart, you say?
Oh, law. That's what's got me spooked. I don't rightly know. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
I mean, it sounds like she likes you. It sounds like if there's a good...
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways, not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't. I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
You're about the warmest person I've ever met. To hell with them. Could be nerves. Everyone's different. Don't worry about it. This sort of thing's plenty nice, but it's not everything. Folks have said the same thing about me. I mean, hey, I'm cold too. I mean, don't worry about it.
When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain.
Yeah, you're good.
I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay. Here we go.
You got it.
Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel. Who's Isabel?
Everything okay?
They were close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
But they were close.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? Lost Hope?
Is that what you want? Drinks on me.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Take till the last. Oh God, I need to stop firing my gun. Let's take care of Wtphu before.
Seeking relief from the heat? Till June Lei gets those radiators fixed, I've got the next best thing.
Nice. I don't suppose you know we can get to Stellar Bay.
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corps pulled back to Terra 2.
Do you know why?
It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun.
Lovely.
Might all be board propaganda, though. If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
Promenade. Okay, cool.
Only the usual. Marauders all over space. You ever wonder how folk who can't figure the bleeding edge technology of a spoon can manage to get ships into space?
Interesting.
The radiators, they're fucked 10 ways to Sunday. And we're all sweating buckets wondering when the powers that be are gonna get around to fixing it.
Sounds like you might have an issue.
Couldn't say, and I wouldn't be pouring drinks professionally if I could. All I know is we're cooking in our own juices here, and it's only gonna get worse.
Maybe I can.
That's not for me to say. But if you're feeling the urge toward helpfulness, you can find Chief June Lei in engineering.
Lovely.
There's nobody who knows more about the station's guts. Any system you could name, June's crawled around inside and made it better. She doesn't come around here often, though. Don't see her as much of a drinker. Too straight-laced for that.
Interesting, interesting.
What ain't I got?
Let's see. Merchant skills is equal to the value of your best dialogue and is used to negotiate prices when you buy and sell.
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert. Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
Sure. You're new to the You're new to the whole loosening up thing. How about wine?
Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up. Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain, I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
Wait, what did she say? I'm pinning for specifically or enjoying it? You're enjoying a drink.
Yeah. I guess we are that, huh? Friends. Friends give each other counsel, right?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
What do you think I should do about June Lei? Because I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
Start by telling her why the message got you so unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
What'd she actually write? You haven't said. What'd she actually write on the message?
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad. A lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think June Lei still has feelings for her?
I don't have enough perception? I don't think so, because this Isabel lady's never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. I don't.
Well, maybe she just wanted to let me know her preferences, in a less awkward way. But that made it more awkward. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
Sure. Let me get some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little hydration. Here I come. Oh, Captain. I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
You're okay to be scared.
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
You're on a roll, yeah. Just list all your problems. You're on a roll. But honestly, there's really an easy, like, as tough as it is, there's an easy way to get those answers.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that?
That is fine.
She is, but then later, she's not.
Then we have that in common, you know. I'm not interested in physical affection either. Are you afraid of being rejected? You can't really control people who react to you, even people you care about.
What do you mean, Captain?
The only thing you can really control is yourself, like.
So if I'm doing my very best to be kind and open-hearted, I shouldn't worry how she thinks of me?
You really
Gosh,
shouldn't.
I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
We all do, yeah. So what? Honestly, it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I don't want to be that person. I want to be cold. I want to bring light to June's life. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just, wow, so much to think about.
So, you going to ask her out?
Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should?
Believe in yourself.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out.
Oh, fuck.
Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain. Come on, let's go.
Hey, talk to her about at the bar. Scope what's available. Oh, more. I got more points. Hey, got more points. Inspiration. I was looking for. I didn't have enough skill then for persuasion. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, consider following. Comment down below what you think of it. Let me know your favorite games and let me know what I should play the next time. And as always, my name is Tyler. I'm your friend. and I'll see you next time. Bye. Or soon. I'll see you soon.